The Trump campaign is also naturally attempting to capitalize on the FBI's rebuke of Clinton and her email practices. But one of their biggest obstacles is, or at least might be, Donald J. Trump himself. Last night at his rally in Raleigh, North Carolina, where Mark was, Trump devoted portions of his speech to Comey's broadside and the lack of a recommendation of an indictment. But as Trump often does, he also wandered off message, and in some cases, way off message.
Hillary Clinton can't keep her emails safe. And you know what, folks? She sure as hell can't keep our country safe. Can't do it. We're talking about the safety of our people. The laws are very explicit. Stupidity is not a reason that you're going to be innocent. She went to extraordinary lengths to carry out an Enron-style purge of her emails. I think the one with the most to lose is Bernie Sanders. He just lost today the FBI primary. She's crooked Hillary. Don't you understand that? You know, we need unity in the Republican Party. We need real unity, and the leaders have to get supportive. And if they don't get supportive, we're going to win anyway. Don't worry about it. Saddam Hussein was a bad guy, right? But you know what he did well? He killed terrorists. He did that so good. They didn't read him the rights. They didn't talk. They were a terrorist. It was over.
Okay, so Trump there, we just showed you some decent or pretty good, occasionally, little edited parts that are the attacks that were focused on the FBI decision. Those are all right. But he also made that comment about Saddam Hussein and a whole lot of other comments over the course of a 66-minute speech. And the Saddam thing has gotten as much, if not more, attention than the stuff that he said about Hillary and her email practices and Comey and all that stuff. So, Mark, my question for you at this hour is Trump seizing this moment, politically speaking, or wasting a valuable, maybe even invaluable opportunity?
The good lines were good last night, and from listening to Trump and talking to some of his senior aides, I think they have a pretty good handle in uniting the Republican Party and in harvesting the best stuff from Comey to make this an issue. At the same time, his propensity to do things that the media and his critics pick up on is still there. Veep stakes is coming, the convention's coming. I don't know that Trump is going to be able to milk this forever, but with Comey tomorrow, with this story still alive, he would be better off, I think, making this more of a centerpiece. It's going to be fascinating when he gets here in just a little bit, how much he talks about Hillary Clinton, how honed he has that message. But I think that that Trump's campaign has done a decent job, but could have done a better job on this.
Dude, your friend of mine, Nicole Wallace, this morning said, you know, this was a golden opportunity for Trump. All he had to do was get out there last night and talk for about 10 minutes on this one topic, essentially repeat what Comey had said in his preamble, and he could have scored a political home run. Instead, as I said, 66 minutes and this thing about Saddam Hussein, which isn't just something that the media or his critics, so-called, would seize on, but it's just an insane thing to say, an insane thing to be talking about, and totally detrimental to his own interests. So we'll wait and see what happens tonight. But last night, boy, given the ball that was placed on the tee and what he could have done with it and what he actually did with it, man, I do not think he did very well last night at all.
Nicole's not here, but I hope she's watching when I say Nicole Wallace, of all people, who wrote a piece in the New York Times recently saying Trump isn't going to change. Stop waiting for him to change.
Right.
He's with no way he'd come out and do a focused 10 minutes. Again, I think they have a pretty good handle on the politics of this. They just need to execute it a little bit better for their own sake.
Well, he still should stop saying stupid stuff about Saddam Hussein if he knows what's good for him. Anyway,